Good evening. Welcome to Mary is the New Evangelization.com, and my name's Tom. You're always hearing me say that because it is so important that you understand what's going on. We are at let's put it this way, a train break. Okay? There's a train rolling down the tracks, and there's two paths coming. And the one train is wanting to go left, and the back of the train is wanting to go to the right. So the train is going to split, and one train's going to the right and the other train's going to the left. So you have to decide what train you're going on. And just to simplify, the language is simply this: are you with Pope Francis, or are you against Pope Francis? Are you with him, what he's trying to do, or are you against him? That's one way you can see it. The other way is Mary. Are you with the living Virgin Mary, or are you with the dead Virgin Mary? Basically, that's what it's coming down to. All right, so you got Mary, the Pope. Okay, now you have saints, the Sikh religion, S-I-K-H. They believe in saints. They know all about the saints. It's been revealed to them. They have perfect understanding of the communion of saints. So the spirits, the Holy Spirit, in Revelation, it talks about the 7 spirits of God. So he had 7. He sent 7 spirits out. The Holy Spirit was able to split up into 7. So the Sikhs got some of this Holy Spirit because they understand a lot. Now, what they got wrong, and Yogi Bhajan got wrong, was they didn't believe the soul entered the baby till 4 months. So they let women have abortions up to 4 months. That's not good fruit. Not good fruit at all. So you're going to be held accountable for that. And you have to correct it now. You've got to seriously correct it and help those women who've had abortions because they listened to Yogi Bhajan, and now they're all suffering from it. So, okay, so there's only 2 groups, believers and unbelievers. That's it. There's just 2 groups, believers, unbelievers. So, but it's not about saying you're a believer. It's about living like you're a believer. And believers are spiritual people. Trust me. So if you are not living a spiritual life, okay, in other words, if your mind is on worldly things, money, riches, popularity, fame, all these earthly accolades, if that's where your heart is, okay, competition, then you're not living a spiritual life. So you can be the author, a Catholic author of the year. You could have written 10, 20 books. If you're not living a spiritual life, you are not a spiritual person. I don't care how much you talk about it. So if you say, well, I go to Mass every day. Okay, you go to Mass every day. Someone else goes to yoga every day. Someone else goes to the gym every day. Okay, why are you going to Mass every day? Is it helping you become a spiritual person? Or is it like just a break, or, sort of like I don't know, what do you call it? What are you doing? Why are you going every day? Why? Is it a burden to go? So the spiritual people are the ones who are constantly thinking about God. They're the spiritual people. They're not thinking about the things of this earth. I'm not saying they don't live in the world. They do, and they do it well. But That's not where their heart is. Where your heart is, that's where your treasure is. So, that's what we've got to ask ourselves. Are we spiritual people? Are we spiritual? And spiritual, that doesn't mean, I don't believe it means that you never sin. I think it means that your heart is set on the things of God, on the spiritual. You're ready to transition, in essence. In other words, you've seen the light on this earth. You've gotten out of this earth what you needed to get, and now you're ready to move on. So if you're not there, you just gotta admit it. Hey, I'm not there, and you gotta stop being critical. That's what Pope Francis is trying to say. You can't be critical of people who don't believe doctrinally the same thing you believe. You can't be, especially if they're spiritual. If they're spiritual people and they're trying to live holy lives, seriously, God is going to judge. He's going to say these people are spiritual. They might not have the doctrines, but they have the love and they have the spirituality. So I'll excuse some doctrinal flaws with these people because their heart is for me. Whereas if you have perfect doctrines, we are perfect in doctrine, God, but your hearts are filled with, hatred, jealousy, greed, worldliness. I mean, God's the judge. But even as humans, we would say, well, no, the people who are living the right way, they're the ones that God approves of, not the people who are saying the right things but not living the right way. It's just common sense. What's more important, saying the right thing or living the right thing? Jesus talked about that. He said, the one son said, Dad, I'll go. He was saying what the father wanted him to say. He had the right thing, but he never showed up. Then the other guy, Dad, I'm not going. And then he changed his mind. He said, I'm going to show up. Okay? Who was blessed? The one who showed up. The spiritual one. So, anyway, this book here, this is happening at my farm. Okay? I have a statue of Our Lady of Grace. And like tears of blood came out first. Tears of blood. Forehead, eye. Then oil. Oil comes out. Look at that forehead. Top of her eye. Right? Look at that. Drop of oil. Right there. So what is going on here? I want to know. I don't know what's going on. I'm just telling you. Look at that. And today there was oil all over her face, the right side of her face this time. So, and then someone else sent me a picture where in Medjugorje it looks like her hand is like really a flesh hand. I mean, there are so many signs going on right now. So Mary's taking the train to the right. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now. She's on the train to the right. You have to choose if you're going to follow her to the right. And Pope Francis is on that train as well. So, you got to choose what train you're going to take. All I'm telling you is you better choose quickly. And you better not, abandon your mother, because that would be a huge mistake. And I don't know what the consequences are. But everybody's got to pull together. That means Scott Hahn. That means Michael Voris. That means Louis Verrecchio. And we all got to get behind the Blessed Mother. Even Vizarion is behind the Blessed Mother. Pope Francis is behind the Blessed Mother. It's about lining up behind her. Okay? And trusting her completely, like St. Louis of Montfort said, completely and entirely. Trusting her. That is the key. Jesus is the foundation. Okay? He is the foundation. Jesus Christ is the foundation. And we were told by St. Paul to build on that foundation. A commandment of St. Paul. You build on that foundation. So So Jesus is the old evangelization, the first evangelization. Jesus is the foundational evangelization. Jesus laid the foundation for all future evangelizations. Okay? No one's denying that. But you have to build. And the best way to build on Jesus is with Mary. Okay? You have the masculine, now you need the feminine. Who else are you going to put there? Eve? No, I wouldn't put Eve there. Who else are you going to put there beside Mary? Who are you going to put there? Some Hindu goddess? Huh? Shiva? What? Who are you going to put there? Mary. That's who you're going to put there. She is the new evangelization. And her evangelization is going to go forth to all the different religions. Jesus established the church. Mary is going to establish the new church, really. So, pray about it. Check out the website, marysthenewevangelization.com. God bless you.